All right, welcome everybody to the 2018 Accord. What we have here for you is the touring model with the 1.5 liter engine. So that's going to give you 192 horsepower and 192 pounds of torque. One thing to note right at the beginning, they've introduced a Honda sensing badge right on the front so you know where your radar is. That's the device that makes sure that you're following behind people with adaptive cruise control, and of course for safety will help you mitigate any collision situations that come up. We come around here, this is the same, the lane keeping assist camera is up here measuring the lines on the road. That's going to make sure that you can stay inside the lanes, and also if you do depart over a lane, it'll rumble the steering wheel and pull you back in just to keep you safe. One of the new things though is there's a heads-up display right on the windshield. So as you're driving, your speed will be displayed here as well as the sign recognition. This vehicle now has the ability to tell you how fast you should be driving based on the road signs that are out there. However, we all know that we drive a little faster sometimes. One of the big changes is in the wheel design. We can see that it's a little bit more aggressive, a little bit thicker piece than what we had on before. A lot of people are saying that they like this wheel design better than the 17. I kind of agree. Down here at the skirting, they've added in a trim piece that just makes it a little more stylish, kind of goes with the fastback approach that we have at the top. And now finally the Accord comes with proximity sensors to tell you when you're in your blind spots, right? So we have blind spot sensors in the mirrors and proximity sensors on the front and the rear of the vehicle. Other than that, the same things have stayed. LED lighting, our beautiful chrome wing for the Honda badge, and of course the Accord, as always, looks like the best car out there. Okay, so a lot of changes inside the 2018 Accord, a lot of new technology to take a look at. We'll point out some of the differences from this one and the previous generation. In front of us, one of the things that we have is the new system for infotainment that was displayed on the Odyssey has now been moved to the Accord. Easy to use. If you want to get rid of something, you just hold over it like you would on your phone and then put it away. If you want to find it, you can bring all of those things back just by clicking on them, and then they'll come back onto the screen. Other than that, you can scroll between spaces, and you have shortcuts for things that you're going to use all of the time. One of the biggest changes with the Accord that people are very happy about, read on the internet, you're going to hear about how we brought back the volume knobs, and we have hard buttons for most of the connections that you're going to be looking for. So if you need to go into maps, you don't have to look for it on here. You can just press a hard button. Don't even worry about putting fingerprints on your screen. A lot of that stuff can still be controlled from the steering wheel. However, we now have new displays in front of us. The same analog gauge for your speedometer is there. However, you can have the digital display on the heads up that's in front of us. So as you're driving, the speed at which you're going will show up on your windshield in front of you. You can always see it, and also the speed that the road has. The road signs that are out there can be recognized and will display alongside the current speed that you're going. So some pretty big changes there. Smaller things, they've changed the wood grain. It looks a little bit nicer, a bit darker. And then also inside of the vehicle, you can make it look like everything's clean and keep your mess inside of here, supported by wireless charging on the Touring Edition. Some other new features that have happened in the vehicle, we've put proximity sensors on now, so you can press the P button and they will display. When you're in reverse, they will actually show you along with your camera what you're backing up into. And as you back up, you'll see the lights start to blare, and it'll tell you how close you are to a vehicle. We're pretty close, but we didn't hit. Other things that we have now, wiper deicer is installed in the vehicle. Should work with your automatic start when it's below 4 degrees. As long as it's not with wind chill, your wipers will start to heat up and you don't have to bang them off in the winter anymore. You also have the ability to scroll through a range of options right here on your display in front of you. Tachometer, range and fuel. You can display almost anything you want to. Navigation will show up to give you turn-by-turn directions. That will also work on the heads-up display, which is kind of nice. Traffic signs when you're driving will display what sign is on the road. Driving support will tell you how close you are to other vehicles that are out there. Using the radar, it's literally going to change 8 meters, 9 meters, 10 meters. Very good for when you're in adaptive cruise control mode. Driver attention monitor is now in the Accord, so if the vehicle has to take over for you a little too often, it's going to come up and ask if you want to take a break. And that's the 2018 Accord. I hope you're all happy with it. Come on down and see it. We'd be happy to take you for a test drive.
That's been Curtis Brothers, and I'm George, the marketing guy, and I hope you got your attention.